Hi friends, thanks for joining me today for a scrapbooking process video, and I am using a sketch that my friend Suzanna created for the Scrap Room Challenge. And you might know that I love sketches as a starting point for layouts, and I'm in love. I think I'm going to play every month from now on because that's just great. I'm showing you the product that I'm using. The two papers from Pebbles came in the Cocoa Daisy add-on papers in September. And then I saw the wood veneer from Elle Studio and their sweater weather, I think, paper from the October release, and I thought that would go really well with the paper and actually complement the photos that I had already chosen to use with this perfectly. And so I just went ahead and ordered the paper pack, and I love how those two work together, and I'm so glad that I got to use these banners. I didn't know really what to do. I just love the imagery and the texts and the sayings in that Halloween line from Pebbles. It is the cutest. I also have the die cuts, and I think I'm going to use them on here as well. And I didn't really know what to do with it because we're not really celebrating Halloween. Well, we do, but it's not something that is ingrained in our blood. And so it was just, I don't know. Now, let me tell you about why I love sketches. I'm not a scrapbooking machine when it comes to layouts. I really love creating Project Life spreads, and also more than just one at a time. So those I can produce quite easily and quickly. But what I really love to do is mull over a scrapbook layout for a while. And that's why I love sketches. So I have the sketch, I can look at it, I know I need 2 photos. Then I can go and look for photos that would work. And then I can gather the paper, the embellishments, all of these things, and work on the layout. And I always love the results that I create when I'm using sketches. So yeah, maybe I should do more of those. And I'm really sad that I don't even know the name. I have a job now, and I had to get up had to be there at 5 every day this week, and my brain is empty. Sketch. What was the sketch blog that I was on? And it was from Laura Whittaker, but I don't remember the name of the sketch challenge blog. That is weird. She offered all of her sketches that she created as an ebook, downloadable from the site, and I will definitely link it in the comments below. But kit clubs such as the Scrap Room or manufacturers like Paper Issues, for instance, Hip Kit Club does a weekly sketch challenge. Cocoa Daisy does a sketch challenge that is monthly most of the time. The Scrap Room obviously does too. Who else? And there is also more sketch challenge sites, so you will find loads and loads of sketches that you can use and choose from. And some work better for you and some don't. That's perfectly normal. And so there is an abundance of sketches for you out there that you can use as a resource to create layouts. Now, I started with the banner that is, or the flags that are shown in the sketch. I'm not following the sizes and instructions as completely as it is shown in the sketch. This was just for me an information. There are several different kinds of banners in the top, spread across the whole length of the top, and I decided the width and distribution of these flags, banners. I'll call them banners for now. I chose the colors and patterns of the papers mostly based on the photo or the photos. It's actually the same photo. One is a little bit more zoomed in than the other. I don't really need it, but the sketch called for 2 photos, and I thought it would look cute and fun to just use the same photo twice. I used my sewing machine and stitched down the middle of each of those banners, and now I'm going to ruffle up the edges of each of them. And then I'm also going to roll the tips of the banners a bit up to create a little bit of texture. And now you probably understand why I loved or picked that paper pack and why it was so perfect. It tied in the photo, which is totally not orangey and not Halloweeny at all, with the colors, the typical Halloween colors or the predominant colors of the collection, which is the dark, bright orange, black, and gray. The photo is dark. It's not very perfect, but it was so much fun to make or to take it. It is from our elementary school's fall festival, and they had this photo booth set up with different masks and hats and eyeballs and all of this really fun stuff. And I had wanted my family to take a photo booth layout forever. Not layout, photo forever. We never really had the chance. They are not big on, I don't know why, because it's so much fun and we all had so much fun, but they're not big on these kinds of things. And so when I found that photo booth at the fall festival, I made all of them. I bribed them to take a photo with me, and we all had fun, so we should actually repeat that. Okay, I talked about the photo, I talked about the papers and where they came from, and now I'm matting my photos. My first idea with this teal paper, I ripped it in half and thought it would work for both photos, but it just didn't really look right. And so I'm using it's a white background with a green kind of a net pattern on top of it. And that also works well. I didn't really think it would because I really wanted to have the 2 teal ones, and I do have 2 papers of each of the patterns in the paper pack. But I can't waste a whole sheet of 6x6 paper for matting. Isn't that so weird that we do this to ourselves, not using or actually not we. I don't know about you, but I certainly just don't use things because I can't cut into a full sheet of paper. But it worked out. It made the photo on the right stand out a bit more, which I actually love. It's the one that isn't zoomed in where every one of us is on. And then, unfortunately, I completely forgot to turn my camera on after I got the die cuts. And you can see I put the right photo onto foam as well. And I also put the spider onto foam. that I have on the bottom left corner, I used 2 wood veneer from Elle Studio on the bottom layer, and then I'm going to use the October 31st on that really wide banner at the top, and that is the representing the heart embellishment. I was kind of done, but not done. This layout looks really fine without a title. It doesn't need journaling really, but that's just not me. If you've watched my layouts and process videos, you know that I love titles. I love using different alpha stickers for to create long titles, and so that is exactly what I did. I pulled out matching alpha stickers. I usually pull out just more than I need, just to have a lot of options to choose from. And now I'm looking for the best way to create the title. And I'm glad I went with my first idea or second idea. I thought about quickly or shortly thought about using these alpha stickers, but they are different colors and it would have stood out more than I wanted it to. I wanted the title to be there, to be visible, to be different, but not to stand out and dominate the whole layout. And so I quickly go back to these really skinny stickers and combine the 2 alphas. So it says best family photo ever. And the best and ever is kind of highlighted due to the fact that it's a different alpha sticker set. And you can roll your eyes at me now for highlighting best ever, but it's first of all, it's true. And second of all, that's exactly what I wanted to highlight here. I know there's lots of people out there who absolutely do not like best ever because there's just so many best evers you can use. But in this instance, it is completely true and I want it to stand out. So while I'm gluing this on to the background, let me tell you a bit about the embellishments that I added and didn't film. I pulled out the die cuts from the Pebbles Halloween line here. I don't really know the name, but it's the Halloween line collection from Pebbles Inc. for 2018. And I'm not really someone who's doing cutesy stuff and who really likes it. And I have a hard time getting it onto my layouts, but here it totally worked and I completely embraced cutesy and fun embellishments. So I added the die cut with the little witch with the broom on the right. I added the wood veneer from Elle Studio that says something with night. And then I added the spider at the bottom. It's kind of repeating from the top. There is a spider web. And then I added this really, really cute cat from Elle Studio on the left. And I love how it walks towards us. Here you can see a close-up. I'm completely in love with it. And I'm done. And another memory in my book. I absolutely enjoyed creating this. I hope you loved watching me and hearing me ramble about all the different things. It was the very first time that I used wood veneer in a long time. Do you have something in your stash that you usually don't use? Leave a comment below and I will see you next time. Until then, bye!